What's up, everybody? Welcome to Friendship Frequency. This is a podcast where we talk about our real life struggles and what has worked for us. We get vulnerable and discuss our everyday lives, and we invite you to go on this journey to better yourself right along with us. I'm Tab Johnson.
And I'm Aaron Winhorn.
And this is who we are, and this is what we
do. What up, my friend, Miss Obi-Wan Kenobi?
Because my bun is so big on the top. Hi, friend.
Right. What's going on?
You know, it's been a couple days. Been a couple days.
Right.
Trying not to eat my arm, face, leg, countertop.
Right.
Whatever is in view. So, what is going on with these lashes right here?
I feel you. I'm drinking my dinner right now.
Yeah, I have not had a pro today. Just want to point that out.
Why?
One, I got so busy at work that I turned my alarm off and never, because I have alarm set for the time that I'm supposed to drink them, and never went back to it and just didn't think about it. And yeah, I know that's probably why I'm so hungry today and just haven't caught up to doing it, literally. Not, and listen, I'm not a fan. That's not the point, but
yeah.
So I've put myself through unnecessary torture in this fast for whatever reason for today, but yeah, here's where I'm at.
If y'all don't know, we're both doing this right here.
Yep, 60-hour Prove It Ketone Fast. It is a protein sparing fast, but it is 60 hours. And Aaron and I both started Sunday evening, and we can eat again tomorrow afternoon.
Theoretically tomorrow morning, but we're going to push it until lunchtime.
Yes.
So it'll be.
I wish I could tell you it's been rainbows and butterflies, people, but the reality is it has not. I'm just going to keep it real. It has not. So there's that.
Yeah, you tend to get kind of in a bad mood. Like
I'm a cranky bitch.
Yeah. Me and Tabatha were talking today, and I don't know, it's probably about noon, 2 o'clock. I don't remember the fucking time, but I was like, how you doing?
It's literally probably the shortest response ever.
Right? Like, I work at a hotel on Tuesday and Thursdays, and my office is up in the admin office, and they have like this shelf with like all kinds of snacks. And let's be real, I hit it every day usually
that's torture, bro. That is torture. Yeah. You sent me that picture and I was like, sabotage instant.
Yeah. Hence why I gained like 60 pounds since I started working there. Plus they like feed us lunch. So not only do they have banquet rooms where they serve breakfast to people that rent the banquets. So like out of my office, there's a banquet room right outside the office on water side. Food all day long. I smell it. And I'm like up trying to walk around to get my steps in and just like keep my mind.
Yeah. Dude, you have to stay like that. 1 second of boredom can change the whole trajectory of your day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, staying busy. I went to bed like right after my meeting last night. Literally, I told Jason, I won't even be mad if I come home and you're already in the bed, because that's exactly where I'm going. Like, this time, I think the biggest thing that I've learned for me, and I was telling you this, is like the irrational thought of, oh my God, I'm going to starve. Like not having the food for 60 hours. It's such an irrational fear of, oh my God, I'm not fucking eating for 60 hours. Am I going to be all right?
I meant like food is like you have to have food. That's like one thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
One addiction that exists in the world that you have to have.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, it's tough for you and I. Well, for me, it's tough to build that healthy relationship with food and just realize it as it's to fuel my body, not like fuel my emotions or whatever I'm going going on through the day or feel my boredom or whatever. So, the reboot's a good way to like help you
Gauge where
reset
you are.
things. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean,
Help.
I've done many reboots, but I have to say this is probably the worst one so far that I've ever done, including the first one that I did.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's a mental mind fuck. Like my stomach's
I don't
like
even
that
think I have one anymore.
that hunger pain, but like it messes with your mind. Like, I'm hungry, you need to eat, you're starving. No, you're not.
Right. Right.
Sit
Right.
down, shut the fuck up, you're not starving.
Bro, I got plenty to spare. Like, that's literally the conversation I have to have with myself. Bitch, sit
Right?
down. You have a whole ass thigh you can give away. Calm down. It's
Yeah.
it is the literal, it's the mind game that you play with yourself. And like I said, for me, it pointed out like that irrational fear. And I even told you on the first date, it was like I had to separate myself from the person that thought that way to a person with a healthier mindset. And it was like having an out of body, like literally having the conversation with myself. If you don't shut the hell up and calm down, like you're not going to starve to death. It's so wild. And this one, I don't know if it's because I'm working out so hard or, and that's in my mind. Like this one is super difficult for me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if I just went into it with that mindset, probably, if I'm being 100% honest. Like I was already doubting myself in the beginning.
You were.
And yeah, and
You said
like,
it.
yeah, like I don't know if it had to do with me working out or if I was just scared because it's been a minute since I've done one. But this one, and I've warned everybody around me. And Brandy, I know when you listen to this, both days Brandy's ordered lunch at work. No support from my loved ones. I'm just going to put that out there.
Damn, Brandy. Really?
Right. She ordered lunch both days. And today I watched her put McDonald's French fries in her mouth. And I was like, and then she's asking me about some recipes, something chicken Alfredo, French bread or something. And I just turned and looked at her and was like, and I just picked up the box and put it on my desk and set it in front of her. And she's like, oh shit, I forgot. Yeah. Yeah. Have some respect, people. Just
Right.
kidding. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's been a doozy. This one's been a doozy. And not only the irrational fear, but like the comparison game came back for me, like shit that I thought I had worked past. Like for whatever reason, it's resurfacing and I'm like, no, no, no. We're not doing this. Like we're not doing this. So, yeah, this one's been a doozy. Aside from the
It's
fact that I've peed probably more in the 2 days than I probably have in the last month.
right.
So, I'm just drinking water constantly so I don't feel so hungry.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's a struggle for sure. I've been on this health journey for a couple years now, and I did a post this morning because for the last, I don't know, 4 or 5 months, maybe longer, I haven't even stepped on the scale because it really didn't matter to me.
Mhm.
But I knew that I was eating like crap again and not making the right food choices. And I knew that my clothes were fitting tighter and I had to buy bigger shirts for work. And I was like, hell no,
Mhm.
and I had lost over 100 pounds. I stepped on that scale. I gained over 60 pounds. And I was like, all right.
Mhm.
I mean, it's a struggle out there, you
That's
know?
real though. Like that's the most authentic and real scenario. Like every one of us have had that fall back, slip up, back into our old ways because that's what's comfortable. You know what I mean? And sometimes it's what's easier. And I gave you, what did I say? I said, I'll give you a little bit to be disgusted. Look, time for my keto pro. I'll give you a little while to be disgusted and process that. and then we pick up the pieces and we move forward. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. But it does take a toll. Like that awareness, that initial awareness is, yeah, it takes you back a second. Like it
Yeah,
humbles you for sure. Yeah.
it does. I mean, I only sat in it for a second. Like,
Mhm.
I know what I need to do. I've done it before. This isn't the first time that I've lost a bunch of weight and then gained it back, and
Mhm.
that the yo-yo thing. And like, it doesn't, I say this all the time, it doesn't matter what you do to lose the weight. If you don't change up here,
Yep.
you're always
100%.
going to gain it back, whether you do the weight loss surgery, whether you drink ketones like we do,
Whatever
whether
it
you
is.
take
Yeah.
the drops. Yeah.
Yeah. If you're not consistent, listen, I feel like I can speak on consistency now.
Right.
I don't know if y'all have checked me out, but my
She's been on
consistency
fire.
is, yeah, it's a
Proud of
little,
her.
off the scales these days. But if you're not consistent in whatever you're doing, it's never the product. It's you. I don't, let's call it what it is. I was in the similar situation with Aaron. I got to a point where I was the biggest I'd ever been in my life. And it wasn't the product, it was me. And when you can sit and have that conversation with yourself and admit that hard truth, hits different. Hits different. So, yeah, I agree 100%. The consistency, the mindset, dude, the mindset, come on. Like if we've learned anything, like that's what we've learned throughout this whole
Yeah.
process and journey. So, yeah.
I mean, I think it comes more than that. It's like personal, like worth. Like we are worth it, you know, because I think you can have all the mindset in the world, but I think if you don't like figure
Apply
out
it.
what the root cause is of like why you're doing what you're doing, or why I eat the way that I do, or make the food
Mhm.
choices that I do, you know, it's
Facts.
it
That's
all
true.
takes
Well,
part
that's
of it.
like a good example of that would be like, you can listen to every motivational podcast, you can read every motivational book there is out there. But if you can't apply it in your everyday life and make the changes and build the habit and keep the promise to yourself and keep building that consistency, it's just another book that you've read. It's just another podcast that you've listened to. So I think that's what was different for me coming back to this journey this last time. And that's why I've been so successful at being as consistent as I have. And, you know, don't get me wrong. Like there's still days where I'm just like, God, the last thing I want to do is get up at 3:30 and go to the gym. But here we are. But tomorrow's rest day, y'all. Hallelujah. Praise God.
Yeah, I think I'll be taking a break tomorrow too. Maybe not. I get off early. I get to eat lunch.
Yeah,
I'll go to the
tomorrow.
gym.
My workout says tomorrow is rest day because I've done too many days in a row.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to argue with science. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Well, I don't get the opportunity to do it every morning like you do, and it's a couple days a week, but
Yeah.
that's one thing I've kind of been consistent on is hitting the gym at least 2 or 3
Mhm.
times a week. And of course we do the walk every Saturday. But I mean, it could have been a lot worse. I could have stopped working. I could have stopped going out or walking. I could have stopped working out.
Yeah.
I could have
True.
went back to like all this fast food garbage that I used to eat.
Facts.
I could have stopped drinking my ketones. I could have made it a hell of a lot worse.
He's saying all this like I wouldn't have come and like choked the fucking life out of him.
She would have.
It just is, and I think you have to talk about the struggles. I think that it needs to be, you just have to be as transparent as possible because I think a lot of people go into situations and journeys like this with unrealistic
Yeah.
expectations. And so I think us talking about it and being 100% transparent is, you know, beneficial to people that really truly want to make the changes that they want. Because listen, there's going to be setbacks for sure. If you can count on anything, definitely a setback. But it's how you move past that and how you pick up the pieces afterwards and learn from whatever that setback was.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, failure is going to happen, and if you're going to let the fear of failure stop you, you're never going to grow. I mean, you have to
That was my
grow.
fear.
Yeah.
That was my fear with this reboot.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I told you or maybe Cecilia, I'm scared if I try it, I won't make it. Like I won't make it the full 60 hours. So, and it's because I already had that crazy thought in my head of there's no way I can go 60 hours and work out as hard as I'm working out.
Yeah.
Like, but here we are. Let me check my timer.
Yeah.
Let me see.
I mean, you told me that yesterday, or actually when we started Sunday.
Yep.
I mean, it's kind of funny too, because 47 hours.
Yep. Not that we're counting. But we're counting.
It's funny though, because Sunday I messaged you and I said, you know, I'm thinking about doing a reboot.
Mhm.
And you said that's funny because me and Jason were just talking about that, and so I started it Sunday night.
I
Right
seen
there.
somebody post it. Yep. I seen somebody post it in our community that I think the one of the groups that I'm in or something. I seen them post it that they were doing the reboot this weekend. And I
Yeah.
was like, "Man, should I do that?" I was like, "It's been a hot minute since I've
Yeah.
done a reboot, and can I do it this time?" And when I tell y'all, like, I'm going to the gym every day, like, I'm going and I'm lifting like heavy, trying to get cut up and, swole and yoked and all that. And for an hour, hour and a half at a time, listen, let's be honest, I have plenty of calories I can spare. That's for sure. Plenty of, if the apocalypse were to hit tomorrow and people were the only thing left to eat in the world, trust me, you want me on your team. I got plenty to go around. But I was truly worried about not being able to work out the way that I want to work out and not have the fuel to do it. Here we are. I've done just fine. I do think I have to go slower, a little slower and more, which is probably a good thing because I'm more intentional about the movements that I'm doing. But yeah, so far, I mean, other than being a cranky bitch and just being hungry in general, I'm okay. I'm not dying. I'm not, on the verge, maybe.
Right. Yeah. I figured it was a good way to like that we needed to talk about this. Not a lot of people
Yeah.
share their struggles,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of people. I mean, I've done it in my life. You just suffer in pain and you don't talk about it, but whatever you're going through,
Right.
I felt it was important, like with my post this morning, that there are a lot of people from the comments, and I haven't even gone back and read them, but from the ones that I saw were like people saying, thank you for being honest and vulnerable. I'm struggling
Mm-hmm.
too. A lot of people just stay in that place and don't talk about it.
Mm-hmm. And it's easy to do that.
It is.
I'm just as guilty. Like I will isolate in a second, and
Because
I
if we
think
don't talk about it, you can't have accountability.
exactly. You're not held accountable and you don't have to deal with it in the moment.
Yeah.
You know, you can put it in the box and put it up on the shelf and not look at it. So, yeah, I think it's important. And I think it allows people to really see, like, if this is a journey that you want to go on to better yourself and better your life, Like, expect bumps in the road. You're not doing it right if there's no bumps in the road. You know what I mean? Like, expect people to come for you, expect yourself to come for you. And if you're not experiencing that, either you're super, super fortunate or you're not being 100% authentic in it. So that's just my opinion.
Percent. So
I don't know, friend. What are you going to eat to break your fast when you do?
don't know. Haven't decided.
Me either. And I can't even think about it right now.
Not to think about food. I was like on my way home from work. I'm like, traffic was just horrible today because it's raining and people don't know how to drive in Washington State when it rains.
Dude, for real. That could be a whole nother episode.
I was like, I need to stop by the store and like get something light and healthy to break my fast tomorrow for lunch. And then I was like, nah, I'm not going to do that because, see, I'm single. So, like, I purposely don't have any food in the house.
Aaron.
Because, I mean, let's be real. Like, my willpower obviously is not all that strong.
Yeah.
And if it's in the house, I'm going to eat it.
Well, that and why tempt you know what I mean? Why put yourself through the unnecessary temptation if you don't have to? You know what I mean? So, yeah, I get that. I get that.
I mean, I can leave for lunch tomorrow and go get something. So, just as easy as if I got it tonight, you know?
Mm-hmm. I don't go to the grocery store. I don't cook for Jason or Jaden. I don't do any of that during a fast because I just know where that goes.
Yeah.
One time, a different time that I fasted, Jason was gone and Jaden wasn't old enough to cook like on the open stove. Microwave, yes, all of that. But like on the open stove, I wouldn't let Jaden do it yet. And so I had no choice but to feed my kid or, CPS, the whole nine yards. Clearly, we don't want to deal with that. So I had to cook for Jaden, but I literally cooked and like went upstairs. Like I just know I don't have the willpower yet. And that's just being 100% honest. Like I don't do anything with food. I'm shocked I didn't beat Brandy up when she put those, French fries in her mouth today. Secretly, I may have wished that she choked on them. Love you, Brandy. But I just know, I'm like you. I know that I don't need the unnecessary temptation. That's just what it comes down to. So,
for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, it was the start of the morning and I get into work and within like 15 minutes this morning, one of the sales ladies walks into my office and she's got a tin full of Christmas cookies and she's
dude, do
you want one? I'm like, no, but I appreciate it. I'm fasting. And she's like,
right. The looks that you get from people, their reactions, you're like, have you never heard of that?
She's like, when did you start? And I said, Sunday after dinner, probably about 5 or 6 o'clock. She's like, what? She's like, how long you going? I said, Wednesday around noon. She's like, her jaw dropped. She couldn't understand that. I mean, she's a skinny woman.
You should have said like 30 days or something and she would just to see. It's a religious thing. No, I'm just kidding.
Right? No, but it's like, she's a skinny woman. She's not overweight or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And she still couldn't fathom like not eating for that long. And at that point, I was 27 hours in or 37 hours in.
Well, Jason has never done a reboot. He's done the iFast. He pretty much does the iFast every day. That's just how he eats in general. But he's never done a reboot. And then now with him, his journey is to gain weight and add muscle. Yeah. So now he's struggling with getting. I'm like, dude, you just gonna have to walk around with food, like. But wait till after I'm done fasting.
Yeah, don't sabotage me.
Yeah, exactly. So it's when people hear about the fast, their reaction is, yeah, jaw dropping.
Yeah.
People cannot fathom.
I meant
And
even if they don't know it's a 60-hour fast,
mhm,
like not eating for a day, does
the
most people can't
idea,
compute that.
yeah, yeah. It's crazy too because I was talking to Jason about this. I recently started, Aaron helped me get my fitness app, my Fitness Pal, to track my calories because, yes, I'm working out really hard and have gotten really consistent with that. But now it's time to add the diet in so I can really start to transform my body and, get the results that I'm looking for. So now I'm tracking calories. The amount of calories that I was consuming in a day without even like it just not even being aware of it is insane. Number 1. Number 2, like the reason that America is so obese, like not having the ability to eat whenever I want to or snack whenever I want to. Obviously, I'm hyper focused on anything food related right now. We were watching TV last night after we went upstairs, whatever, getting ready to go to bed. I swear to God, there were like 4 fast food commercials in a matter of like 2 minutes. And it's like pizza and Taco Bell and all of the fast foods. Like, it is no wonder that America is as obese as it is because we're advertising that as good nutrition.
Yeah.
And I'd never even occurred to me before until I started doing the calorie counting and obviously the fast. But like America eats like shit,
Yeah.
like literally.
I meant the recommended calorie intake for an adult is 2,000 calories a day.
Mm-hmm.
That's to
Mm-hmm.
like maintain.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you add fast food in, all this garbage. I mean,
You should have seen me trying to count calories when we went to on Sunday when we went to the Ram with Jaden's community band that he performs with. We went to the Ram. And I'm like literally like punching in stuff. Nope, too much. Punching in more. If I do this and this, it'll work. And I ended up getting the seafood chowder and a small side salad. And I was totally fine. Like I was full. I didn't need to. Typically, I would not even second guess on getting like a huge steak platter, baked potato. Like it just was it's unreal the amount of calories that come in a dish like that, and you don't even second guess it. Like you just
well,
don't, or I don't.
whether you're like trying to lose weight or not, I mean, using like the MyFitnessPal or the calorie tracker
Mhm.
is just, it's a way to get you mindful of like what you're actually consuming. Even
Mhm.
if you're not trying to lose weight, you could see like what you're actually eating, but tracking it kind of gets you in a mindset of, or it teaches you to like learn what the right portion size
Yeah,
is.
exactly. Yep.
You know,
I agree.
you got
100%.
McDonald's with supersize, it's horrible. Like, you ever go to like a fast food place and you eat something and it could be a lot of food, and then 2 hours later you're hungry
Hungry
again.
again. Thank
Yeah.
you. Jesus.
Yeah.
That's what
Because
I'm
there's no
saying.
like nutritional value to it. When you eat like raw, healthy food,
Mhm.
you stay full longer and you're not hungry 2 hours later.
I
So,
agree. I agree. It's definitely just counting the calories and doing the fast. Like I've had some real big realizations as far as the way that I was eating. And I'm not low carb. I never have been low carb
yeah.
or strict keto. I just now am more conscious of what the choices that I'm making. And if I'm not sure, I literally punch it in first and see what it comes up as. That way I can make a more educated decision and I can play with it, because the reality is calories in, calories out For me, I'm trying to lose weight and build muscle. So I was able to do my, for those that don't know, I have a small obsession with Honeycrisp apples, almost as bad as pickles, but not quite on that level yet. But Honeycrisp apples with peanut butter, and I was doing Nutella, but Nutella, I ran out. But I had some chocolate chip, semi sweet baking chocolate chips. So I was able to do it with my calorie counter and still enjoy my apple and peanut butter and chocolate chips. So I'm not low carb by any means. I try to stay away from sugar, not 100%, obviously, peanut butter, apple, sugar, chocolate, but I also don't have to give up the things that I really enjoy as a treat or whatever. I just make it fit with whatever else I have going on for the day. And
Yeah.
that's been really big for me because before I really truly believed that I was eating healthy. Like I really did believe that I was eating healthy. So, yeah, having that calorie counter, and I'm just going to put it out there. I wasn't going to say anything till tomorrow afternoon, but as of right now, I'm down 5.7 pounds.
Hell yeah. That's
So,
awesome.
listen, I'll take it. I'll take it. And my face is looking a little slimmer these days.
Right?
My gun show, y'all aren't ready for that though. I did tries this morning. They're a little buff.
A good alternative to Nutella is PB Fit.
So Jason really likes the PB Fit. I haven't had it yet. I'm scared of powdered peanut butter if I'm being 100% honest. Jason really likes it. I will try it and see if that, does the same thing. But I also went down the road of I don't want to deprive myself of my one thing, you know what I mean, that I really enjoy. And I don't eat the whole thing. Sometimes half of it's left, but I just yeah, I'm willing to try it for sure. For sure. You know what I mean? And see if it's,
It's good. I
yeah.
That's all I buy. I don't use regular peanut butter.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll, put it in shakes. I know for a while when I was doing chocolate pro and then mixing peanut butter with it.
Okay.
PB Fit.
Okay. Yeah. It's just, I mean, it's new.
Yeah.
It's a learning process for me, just like everything else. But I'm super excited about having a resource and another tool in the tool belt to use because before I truly did believe that I was eating healthy.
Yeah.
Whole food, clean food, cooked at home. Yeah, we eat out, but not very often. And truly believed that I was eating healthy. Who cares that the freaking portion was like the size of a hubcap? Like, I believe because it was cooked healthy and it was vegetables and
Yeah.
meat and protein that it was healthy. So, yeah, it's,
And I remember for the longest time I was trying to get you to do the
yep,
MyFitnessPal app.
yep. And it is. I'm not going to sit here and say that it's super easy.
It's a lot of
work.
work.
Yeah, you have to physically track everything. My rule is if it goes in my mouth, I track it. I'm such a kid. But it's also, because you put in breakfast, lunch, snacks, however, dinner, however you're eating it, it also has shown me that okay, I probably don't need 4 snacks in a day. Like that might be a little
Right.
ridiculous. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and so I'm excited. I know it's a lot of work, but I mean, we get to choose our heart and I have a goal and it would take a huge setback for me to, and I'm not saying that that can't happen, but it would take a big setback for me not to continue down this road because now I'm determined. I'm just excited about it. I feel better. Am I seeing the results I want? No, not right away, but I knew that that wasn't going to happen. But more than anything, I feel better. I keep the promises to myself. I do what I need to do and stress management, y'all. Working out is stress management for me. So
Right.
that's,
I mean,
yeah.
my biggest reason for jumping back on this was because I felt like shit. I had no energy. I was, as big people know, when you bend over to try to put your shoes on and you have to like
Facts,
stop
bro.
breathing.
Facts. My God. Facts.
Like when I got back to that point and like my clothes were getting tight and I was just like, this isn't happening. This isn't me.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to be back on track. I know it's been what, 2 days, but it's the start.
Yeah. And
Reset my metabolism.
I think for you, knowing you the way that I do, the way that your mindset operates is this is just fuel for you to get started. Like, I think that this is something that you will take and run with, and it's going to be awesome to watch and to be a part of it. Like, I know what you're capable of, so I'm super excited for you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
It's definitely not the first time I've been through
right?
it. Hopefully
That
it's the
part.
last, because let's be real, it's a lot of work.
That, yeah, that. And that was part of the conversation I had to have with myself this time coming back in was like, look, you only got so many years left before this is, you're done. Like, not done as in I can't do anything, but I want to enjoy when I get older and I don't want my body to be broken. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, yeah. Yep. So coming in at this time, I was like, it's all or nothing. Let's just stop talking about it and be about it. So
Right. Yeah.
I'd be interested to see because I know you and I are doing it. I don't think that anybody else that said they were going to do it with us is truly doing it, if I'm being 100% honest. You know, but that's on them. That's their decision, whatever.
Yeah. True.
But it'd be curious to see if anybody else feels the same that way we do and if they would admit it and openly talk about it. So, to each their own, I guess.
We shall see.
True statement.
Only time
I'm
can
just,
tell.
listen, I figure as long as I don't kill anybody, as long as my marriage survives, Jaden is alive, I don't lose my job, success. We're going to call that a success. Anything after that is icing on the cake.
Right. Yeah. So if any of our listeners are interested in ketones, you definitely do not have to do the reboot, because
No.
we just spent 42 minutes talking about our
Yep.
difficulties with doing it. But in reality, if you're eating right and leading up to it before you start it, it's not really hard. But they're the basics of, or just drinking 2 ketones a day, more energy. It's not a weight loss supplement. That's just the bonus behind it.
It's almost like an amplifier if you think about it, because when you fast, your body goes into ketosis naturally.
Yeah.
So this just helps you ease into it, per se, and amplifies everything that you're already doing. It also gives you the opportunity to try out several different products for
Right.
a way better price. So, yeah. I
Yeah.
don't think I, honest to God, I don't think I could do it without ketones,
No.
if I'm being 100% honest. Whether I drink the pros or not, beside the point. Regular ketones, just the nats, I don't know if I could do it without them, if I'm being 100% honest. Like,
Be sure to slam 2 pros after this, by the way. Yeah. You got to get caught up.
should I drink two at one time though? Like, or should I just drink the one and do one maybe tomorrow morning and then the other one at lunch?
Or at bedtime.
What do you think is happening after this? You think I'm gonna hang out and
6:32.
yeah, the
No.
sooner I
I
go
mean,
to sleep, the sooner
I
tomorrow is here.
I think you should at least drink one.
Yeah, I will. I will for
You got
sure
to get
tonight.
you got to get that protein in.
Yeah, I will for sure tonight before I think I have a chai nights and a creamy mint left.
I love the creamy mint. The
Yeah,
chai nights,
I was
not so
shocked
much.
that I like that one because I'm not a big mint person.
Yeah.
So when I first drank the chocolate or the creamy mint, I was like, wow, okay, all right. It's not like artificial mint. It doesn't taste like, does that
Yeah.
make sense? Like it tastes more, yeah, it's actually really good. I do like that
Well,
one.
last time I was at your house, you had a couple tubs of birthday cake.
I do have that too.
You must
Yep.
like birthday cake if you have.
I mean, listen, it's all right. It's not my fave.
I
None
mean,
of them actually
it'll
are
make
my
you think
fave.
you're eating a cake. So
True. True. Do you feel like there's a cinnamony taste after it?
I don't know. It's been a while since I had birthday cake.
I always feel like I get this cinnamon taste and it throws me off for a second and then I'm like, "Wait a minute." Like, yeah, this right here, I'm telling you. Sometimes I question it too.
For sure. Well, my friend, I think that's a good
Yes,
wrap
sir.
right there.
Bedtime.
I'm my bed's right over there.
Yep.
I'll be
I mean, I
hitting it
have to
soon.
walk up a flight of stairs and, do that, but it's fine. Like, I just know the sooner I go to sleep, the sooner tomorrow will be here. So,
Right?
yeah.
We got what, 18 more hours? 17 more hours?
Is that what it is? Let me see. What does it say?
17 hours and 25 minutes.
I have
Yours
17.
is probably 18 because I think you started an hour after I did.
I have 17 hours and 39 minutes.
Okay.
What time did you start?
Sick.
I put 6:15.
Okay.
Started at 6:15.
15 minutes after.
So trust and believe at 11:45 tomorrow. I'm gonna be messaging you the last 15 minutes of my life.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to time it just right.
It'll maybe be 11:30 for me. Who knows?
Yeah,
We'll see. Depending on how busy tomorrow is.
exactly. That will be me too. It depends on how crazy tomorrow is, and you know, I have went 76 hours before, and but shit started getting weird. Like
Yeah.
I legit thought I could see colors, like see colors like frequency waves.
That's a sign your body's eating itself.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know that this is good.
Right?
But yeah. All right, friend. Well,
All right.
enjoy the rest of your night
You
and
too.
all that good stuff. We break
Yeah.
tomorrow. Woo!
Peace out. Please like and subscribe and share, and don't be afraid to reach out to us with feedback and topic ideas. We are here to offer hope to everyone, and we cannot do it without you. Until next time, I'm Aaron.
I'm Tab.
And this is the Friendship Frequency. This is who we are, and this is what we do. Have a good night. Peace.
Good night.